moderators can support your channel in even what? Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Good morning. And I just want to tell you this is okay, how do I get that off there? I walk past this house lots, right? Depends on which route I take. But they have these two big, beautiful dogs, and they're actually quite scary looking. Like if you're not a dog person, or even if you are a dog person, you might be a little bit scared of these dogs. But anyway, I figured out how to tame the dogs, and because I couldn't figure out, I'm like, dogs love me. I rarely meet a dog that doesn't like me. So, and they used to just bark all the time, and I'm like, what the hell? I talk nice, talk sweet, did all the sweet tricks that I know about when I'm working with dogs or any animal, anything that moves. I've always been quite naturally good with creatures. And I'm like, why do these dogs keep barking? Anyway, I'm standing in front of this house, they're not barking. And hi, honey. Hi. Where's your ball? Here's the trip. Where's your ball, honey? This is the trick. Live. Where's your ball? Is that what you want? Go get your ball. Where is it, honey? Oh, he just tipped his nose down a little bit. This is Caesar in action, okay? Caesar, female Caesar. Hey, honey, you're a good boy. Where's your ball? He just flinched to the, oh, nice, you can sit down. Where's your ball? Where is it? You're telling me where to go. Anyway, he used to just bark incessantly. Both of them would run up, and I was scared at first. Like, 'cause I'm a dog person, but I was a little bit scared. Good boy. You're a good dog. See, and that's what I used to do too. Like, you're a good boy. You're good. Usually they respond to, you're a good boy, you're a good dog, and, wag my tail and, give all the body language. And then I figured it out. He's wanting to play. I'm like, what if I asked him about his ball? Every dog knows if they've, they know the word ball. Honey, he's just sitting there looking at me. Just calmed him right down. Okay, so there's a tip, right? If a dog is unhappy, like you, and all your tricks aren't working, just ask him where his ball is. Now, this is a big German Shepherd. Like, this is a big German Shepherd. The other one looks like it's a German Shepherd cross. And that when the two of them are running up towards you, it's kind of scary. I'm like, there's a chain link fence there. Frick, if they jump that, which it looks thoroughly like they could. But if they were a Malinois, they totally could. But these ones don't look, well, I think that any dog, if they really wanted to, they could jump the fence. I think dogs are fascinating. I know I'm digressing right now, but the Malinois, I'm just fucking fiercely dedicated to. I've watched the Malinois; they're so cool. But German Shepherd, all dogs are cool, but German Shepherds are very interesting. So anyway, if a dog is not responding to you and just barking and shit, he just maybe want to play. So just ask him, "Where's your ball?" Okay, so we just digressed there. So if you want to be a moderator, apparently I have that capability now. But anyway, diabetes. If you, maybe I'm not going to go that way, because that way the diabetes. So I'm going to take two angles. I don't know where I'm going to go today. Okay, so this is off the cuff. Diabetes from the point of the coach. Okay, if you're a coach, or if you are somebody who is experiencing diabetes. Okay, in particular, the new diabetic. Okay, so I've just been diabetic for 2 years, and hi, honey. Yeah, you're a good boy. You just want to play. Poor baby. I wish I could play with you, but you're behind that fence. Oh, he's matching me. He's walking with me. Hi, honey. Yeah. Oh, is somebody coming out? Oh, he's running to the other one. Oh, I love dogs. I love watching their behavior. Oh yeah, they found something. They're running away. Anyway, diabetes. Good morning, Prem Kangas Bernick. Hi, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm in Canada. Yeah, Alberta, near Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Good morning. So we're talking about diabetes, and I want to take two angles. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna have to like really shorten this up as quickly as I can and maybe make many parts. You are from India. Good morning. Diabetes. Okay, India. How many people in India have diabetes, sweetie? Want to take a ballpark figure? Ballpark figure. How many people in India have diabetes? Now I'm going to totally digress. How many people in every country have diabetes? Anybody know? Okay, so let's take the view of the coach. We'll take a view of the person who's actually experiencing diabetes. Um, Initially, when you get diagnosed with any disease, I believe there's an amount of denial that happens. Okay, so I'm on a mission to spread as much as I can about the awareness of diabetes. Some people just don't realize and how serious diabetes is. Some people think, oh, they just can't eat sugar. Well, it's more than that. Like you can lose body parts, right? You're losing body parts. You're losing. You can use your eyesight, like just name an organ, okay? So this is why it's very serious that we, in my opinion, to share with the world how serious it is. So when you first initially get diagnosed, you might go through denial, right? You might start keep eating, whatever you want, and then, when does it become serious, right? When does it become serious? Where you actually realize, oh, maybe I should do something about this. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it's pain in your toes. Maybe it's the good morning. Maybe it's the tingling, the lack of sleep, swelling in your body, right? Maybe it's memory loss for you. Can't concentrate. You're sleepy, you're tired, right? You're sleeping all the time. So these are, when your body is telling you these things, it's a really good, the body is so intelligent. It just wants to tell you, it silently speaks. It silently speaks, and then it gets really loud, right? So people with diabetes, they can go, if you don't take care of yourself, especially if you're a type 1 like myself, which tends to be, in my opinion, they're both very, very, just, you can't say type 2 is less serious than type 1, because I think they're both just as serious. But type 1 is, you need to, it is more serious in the fact that, if you don't take your insulin, you're hooped. You're dead. Right? That's the thing. Right? Someone with type 2, they you're gonna notice that there's gonna be swelling in their face. They're gonna get bigger. They might get bigger over time if they don't take care of themselves, because the body is so fascinating. Isn't it so cool that when you get fat, your body is actually trying to save you? Isn't it so fucking cool? The body's like, whoa, don't, I'm gonna make some fat. I'm gonna make some fat. I'm gonna save this lady. I'm gonna save a life. I'm gonna save a life. I'm gonna make some fat. So, right? So it's gonna make some fat for your body, right? And then there's also diabetics that show up as skinny. Okay. So the skinny diabetic, guess where that fat goes? Pardon me, how old are you? So when you are, your organs are being attacked. So you might be skinny, right? So just because you're skinny doesn't mean that you're healthy, right? Fat is doing its thing. When you notice that, like, it's so fascinating. so fascinating. Like when I see how my body responded and how it changed over time, it's so fascinating. And now I'm thankful that I have some fat on my body. I'm so thankful because my body's like, yeah, I'm trying to save you, right? So as long as we're having the good kind of fat, right? Good fat. Now, some of you might be like, well, fat? Why would I want to eat fat? Your fat is trying to save you. So, what fat do I choose? Animal fat. I was a vegetarian for like 16 years and it fucking destroyed my body. So, all you people in India, everywhere around the world, but I think maybe my hypothesis would be that in India, you've got a lot of vegetarian, right? So, and the thing is, I'm not going to tell you what to eat because I do believe that if you're a vegetarian, that you can, and if you don't want to eat meat for religious reasons, that's fine. But what my question for you is, what fat are you willing to eat to save your body? What fat are you willing to eat to save your children? Right? What fat are you willing to eat to teach your children? Hey, our ancestors used to do this. Like, fine, eat your vegetables, eat your whatever you need, because I'm not here. Like I told you yesterday, unless yesterday's live or whatever it was, that whatever you eat, it's none of my business. However, how can we tweak our diets, our diet to be more conducive to greater health, right? Coconut oil, right? So if you're a vegetarian, maybe you might want to. Maybe you want to eat some vegetable, not vegetable oil, but coconut oil, or maybe you want to get your fats from an avocado, right? I choose not to, but I realize that there's some people out there for religious reasons or spiritual reasons, they're choosing not to eat meat. And that's your path. That's your path, right? Now, okay, so I'm going to have to close this up fairly soon, but from a coach, okay? A lot of you coaches out there might be like, oh my God, like, how do I coach somebody with diabetes? Okay, so Prem Kangzabanik says, are you not interested to talk with you? Well, like I like to talk to everybody. So when you are, as a coach, okay, as a coach, some of you might be like, oh my God, I'm a new coach and I have no idea what to do with the diabetic. I have no idea because like, how can I consult them if I don't have diabetes? Part of me says, yeah, you're right, honestly. And the other side says, no, you can, okay? Some of you as coaches might even have diabetes and think, oh my God, well, how can I coach somebody with diabetes? Honey, I need you to, have the confidence. And remember that you probably have 20 years behind somebody who's just got diabetes in one day. So I want you to not underestimate yourself. Because in those 20 years, you might have been made some mistakes and that you've learned from, right? So what information can you pass on with them that is going to help them? Because you have 20 years, right? And God forbid you have limbs that have been cut off because of diabetes, okay? I want you to don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. You think, well, how can I coach somebody? I have diabetes and I have limbs cut off, and like, how can I teach somebody? You are not remembering who the fuck you are. Right? You are not remembering all the challenges that you've moved through to get to where you are today. And just remember, what things can you pass on to that diabetic that just got diagnosed today or yesterday, right? But you've had diabetes for like 23 years and you don't remember and you're doubting yourself? Oh, well, my numbers aren't prime. So I can't. I can't. Really? Really? I want you to remember as a coach, how you're asking yourself, well, how can I teach? How can I help somebody? I don't even have diabetes. Like, how can I coach somebody if I don't even have diabetes? How can you coach somebody? How does a doctor, you know, okay, how many doctors don't have all these diseases? They're people are coming in every 15 minutes and perhaps they don't have all these diseases, but they're still coaching them, okay? Did you ever think about that, sweetie? Did you ever think about that? They're still helping them at some level, right? So I believe there's going to be I'll be joining you on a walk another time. So if you have any questions, just pop in a live. If you see me jump on live, just ask a question and maybe I can help you. Or if I can't help you or answer the question, I'll just refer you to somebody that I believe would have that capability. Dr. Nelson. Dr. Nelson. I love him. And Dr. Kiltz. They're awesome. And there's many. There's many that I would refer you to. But if you have diabetes, then, Dr. Nelson is wonderful because he actually has diabetes, right? So Dr. Nelson would be one that I would refer you to. He's such an inspiration. Well, all the doctors that I've mentioned on here, they're all an inspiration to me, right? So I'm not leaving you out. Trust me, I'll talk about you another time. If I don't talk about you today, I promise. I will, or I've already have, right? When you got something to say it. I believe it's just come to me now. A lot of your hurting and your pain and suffering in your body is happening because you are not speaking up. Okay? What happens to the body, to a volcano when everything, I don't really know the science behind a volcano, but like it erupts, right? The earth shows us these things. Same with the body, right? If you keep putting everything down and, not saying how you really feel and being real about things and just pretending to be happy or pretending, there's a time to pretend. Pretending is a childlike, beautiful thing. Children teach us to pretend. But they also teach us to be real. Real, right? I remember Grant Cardone said something like, like when you want something, do it like a 3-year-old, okay? When a 3-year-old wants something, they fucking get it, okay? And they're not going to shut up until they get it, okay? I want you to walk into life like a 3-year-old, okay? Like a 3-year-old, okay? When you want something, I want you to do it like a 3-year-old, okay? On that note, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.